All right, we're going to talk about how we draw dot structures. This is just a basic review of the rules for drawing dot structures if you were absent for drawing dot structures. Step one is always to count your valence electrons. So you take a look at whatever compound you're given and you count the total number of valence electrons available. Step two, you're going to arrange your atoms. Now in general, we like the arrangement to be symmetrical. You're going to put bonds between them and if possible, put the carbon in the middle. Step three, to all the atoms in your drawing, you're going to add lone pairs so that they fulfill the octet rule. And then finally, step four, you're going to look at that drawing, your structure, and you're going to count how many electrons there are in it. If the electrons you count here is the same as the number you got in number one, you're done. But if it's different, you might have to add bonds or some lone pairs to the central atom. And there are more examples of this later. So for example, if I'm drawing the dot structure of H2o, step one, if I count valence electrons, 2 from hydrogen plus 6 for oxygen is 8. I draw, the O is going to go in the middle with H's on either side to make it symmetrical. Step three, I'm going to add lone pairs to fulfill my octet rule. Now keep in mind, there is an exception. Hydrogen never gets lone pairs. It's fulfilled the octet rule with just the 2 electrons. So only oxygen needed the lone pairs on the top and the bottom. And step four, if I'm going to count the electrons in my drawing, I have 2, 4, 6, 8, and because the number I get in step 4 matches the number I got in step 1, this is the final dot structure. Obviously, there are more difficult examples out there, and I have other videos showing some examples that are a little bit more difficult than this.